LOL, relax. Bank account so empty, heard it echo back. Tried to buy a snack, car said not today. Even my piggy bank packed up and ran away. I said money, where you at? And say who this? Even my wallet got commitment issues, I swear it is. Cash, where you go? I just saw you like a week ago. Now I'm digging through my couch like a raccoon on patrol. Looking for $1 just to feel in control. Cash, don't be rude. I had plans, we had food. Now it's noodles every night with a plastic fork move. Man, being broke is a whole attitude. Got paid Friday, felt like I was rich. By Sunday night, I'm arguing with my fridge. Don't look at me like that. Yeah, I said to the cheese, even my leftovers got expensive.
We're going in.
If money talks, my whispers good luck. If life's a game, I'm out here playing stuck. Dreaming of stacks, yeah, tall like a tower. But right now I'm budgeting a 2 for 1 hour. Cash, where you hide? You were here for just a ride. Now my pockets got more wind than a roller coaster slide. Even my shadow left me cause my funds died. One day I'll ball, yeah, I'll make it rain. Till then I'm counting coins like it's cardio pain. Laugh now, cry later, that's the broke man's class. Still my jokes turn checks and my checks turn cash.
You know, I gotta be honest, that song has grown on me a lot in a couple days. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Low-Cal Cash, where every dollar counts. Today's an interesting day. I always say, in a universe of musical chairs, at times the music gets a little bit loud. And what's funny was, during my stream yesterday, I talked about some of these music things, and people were like, they don't get what I'm saying. Here's the reality, folks. I'm a code talker. You know what I mean? I sometimes might not say what I'm saying. You got to be quick to pick it up. That's your fault. But the reality is, people are probably wondering where Lambie is. That's an example of the music getting too loud for an individual. But before we get kind of into that, ladies and gentlemen, to my right or left, whatever you want to call it, we are here with Big Murf. Big Murf, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing fantastic. It's a great fucking morning to be up and awake and ready to go. Unlike Glammy Lambie, apparently.
Well, I mean, I don't know how you get. I guess, how do you get mad at a girl or a woman that streamed the other night? She streamed all night. She drank all those beers. She did all that foolish stuff. How do we get mad at a person like that, Big Murf?
If she cares so much about the fucking show, like she said she does, she'd be here. Where are you, Glammy? Where's your love for cash now, Glammy?
I want all the people filling in. There's a couple. I want to wait like 3-4 minutes before I really dive in. But look, if you're here right now, why do you think Glammy Lambie would not show up? Write it in the chat if you think, put your theories out there. But do you think she's, like, maybe she's still sleeping? Maybe she had, like, I didn't sleep Saturday night myself. I went and crashed the Big L finale, and some reason that fucking stream got taken down, and I'm fucking sick about it because I was going to get some clips out of there.
R.I.P. White Al. R.I.P.
There's one.
Oh.
Look. I finished what I was saying. I was like, all right, that's why I had to keep going. Big Murf, did you see that?
Yeah.
No, that was your opportunity to Jim Crick.
Jim Crick what?
Someone says Moppy because they think he overslept. No. Oh, she quit?
No,
Maybe
she
she
didn't
was quitting.
fucking quit. They didn't have
Why, big?
removed her from the show.
Huh?
She wasn't removed from the show. She's not fucking quitting.
Dude, I'll be honest. I didn't sleep all day Saturday and fucking. I did that stream. I was so wired up by then. I never even got a chance to talk to her. The last time I saw her, she had all that fucking scribble on her face. She looked like a fucking witchcraft. That shit got scarier. Like when your mama was showing that clip on Pitt, I'm looking at her face like, damn. Yeah, I know people are laughing at this shit, but that looked like witchcraft.
This was my first like drunk Glammy experience, and that was a little scary, because at some point she just tuned us out, and she just only talked to fucking chat, and like this weird fucking demonic, I guess 8 Mile Glammy voice. It was crazy.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
Oh,
I
what's
think I'm
up?
getting breaking.
Thank you for the 2
I'm getting breaking
months.
news on Glammy.
What?
Hold on, just keep talking for a second.
All right, yeah. They said, Big Murf, lock the fuck in. Pesci, we gotta move past this dumb plunger. It's time to take it to the next level. Think of something creative, Pesci. Thank you so much for the 2 months of Band World.
All right, what
Drunk
happened
Glammy
with
is
the?
so annoying. Drunk
We
Glammy
got to move
doesn't
past the
fucking.
damn plunger. I'm fine. What? Where's the plunger at? I don't know what. Look, the plunger is just like, it's like her thing. I don't know. She wants to implement it. You know how the Wicked Witches on the Wizard of Oz fucking have the brooms and they have powers and they have all that shit? That's like her power. Like, she said, she told a story once how the plunger was like her kryptonite. And one day she was able to fight off that being a kryptonite, and she was able to make the plunger a part of her life.
Took back the power. She loves it. It's like comfort.
Said it was an
fucking
interesting
creature
way
for
to
her.
end the stream. Yeah, drunk. And that's the other thing. Maybe drunk Glammy's annoying for me. But if that's what they want, like for instance, did you notice when the boss, thank you very much for being there on the weekend, when Glammy was talking about getting beers at the door, they're like, yo, you got beers at the door, go grab them. She had to order beer 3 times. What is happening at this point? Can you imagine the delivery guy? I'm going to voodoo kick this bitch in the neck. I'm going Liu Kang for that 3rd time. Fuck that.
My God, what a fucking crazy.
Mike and
Saturday
Tina have
was
left
nuts.
the LCU. Well, you know my rule.
Left. 4 days.
Mike left. No!
God.
Here. This is why I love Keepstar. I love that one stream where he did like that fake goodbye and he goes, goodbye, everybody. Hey, the next fucking day he's doing 3-day stream on Tech for Tech. Welcome home. If I was Mike at that point, I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? In charge. I saw him more times since he left. But I was happy for him. Remember what I said? I didn't want him leaving. I was like, I thought my days, that's what I was talking about yesterday. I thought days would be numbered, not because the people in charge don't like me, but I always feel like sometimes Keem will keep you when it's not time to keep you.
Yeah, I mean, Saturday was a learning lesson, I think, for a lot of different fucking people. I know, like, sometimes, really, he wanted to see who was going to fight for it, I think. Now that everything has happened and looking back at it. I mean, fucking Ken just laid down and gave up, pretty much. Didn't want to even, like, hop up on Encrypt or Crack to say goodbye to anybody, especially because they had just gotten, I think, a pay pig or something like that, a crown. So.
Do you want to know something about
White
Ken?
Owl. Yeah.
Oh, wait, go on, Big Murf. Finish your
Oh, then White Al. I mean, poor White Al. He tried fighting for his fucking life on Saturday, but the audience said different.
Oh, well,
They didn't want him.
I was there for that. So listen, man, I'm so pissed. I got to be honest. Who would have thought, like usually Fire's got like 30, 40 people over there. I took the circus over there after the Glammy thing. I didn't take Glammy. So I was over there, I'm smoking weed and shit. Dude, I ain't never laughed that hard in my life. Like, obviously, Big L doesn't have it or whatever. But that night, with me and Bruggs getting them going and that Sticks guy up there, not Steak, Sticks, dude, this was great. Like, Abby looked pissed off, but they went 12 hours. She might have looked mad, but she was entertained. There was a part where Big L started kicking us, and she was begging for us to come back. And there was a part where Big Al kept leaving the show. He quit like 12 times before he got fired. It was crazy. I hope they bring that video back up. If he would have did what he did that night, there might have been a chance for him to survive. But at the same time, we were fucking with him pretty hardcore. But rest in peace, White Al. If Mike is gone, we will meet again one day, Mike.
Well, if Mike is gone, do you think Tina's gonna follow him?
Well, she should. Only because of this. Tina, if people ever wonder why does Tina like Pesci so much, it's more than me getting along with Albert. Tina comes from an Italian background similar to me. We come from a hustler background, meaning obviously for her, YouTube is the smarter road. But if you were to cut fucking electricity on Tina D, she knows how to survive. Me and her both know how to survive with nothing. She knows kind of like what I come from and all that. That's why she always has my back. You know what I mean? We have a lot of similarities. And the one thing that me and her are is we're loyal by default. Now, there's a chance Mike says, don't leave. She'll be loyal to his words, I'm guessing. She might, he might say, or she might just leave. Or there might be a circumstance where Keem lets her do both. Dude, here's the reality. When I'm saying people are dropping like flies, even though my mental state is strong enough to handle stuff that a lot of the average person can't, I'm able to see what these people are going through. Like, when Big Murf's going through the emotions on Saturday, I understood it. Could I show emotion like that? Probably not. Because I have killed shit years ago where I just don't get like that. Because I lived in a world where killing emotion makes the most sense. You see what happened with Glammy? Big Murf?
Yeah. I mean, listen, Tina, like, I don't know. Should Tina fucking leave? Like, is she really gonna leave the LCU? Because what is she gonna do if she leaves? Go back to doing angry grandpa videos with Mike in the backyard?
No,
She might
they're
as well
smart
just
enough to
fucking
make.
stay.
They're smart enough to make other videos.
Oh, dude.
She said angry grandpa videos. How dare you, Big Murf?
I know nothing about them.
No, it's all right. Someone said White Al is the most egotistical slab of horse shit I've seen. He does nothing but thinks he's the bag of chips. Well, here's what's funny.
That's true. That's
I'm
kind
over
of
there
true. White L has a big fucking ego for some reason. It's kind of crazy. You ever hear him talk about himself? He thinks he's one of the greatest fucking people that do IRLs and dumb shit like that. I'm like, bro, you pissed on yourself for $10 on a show that you weren't even an intern on. Because that's how much you wanted to be here in the LCU. I'll give him that. He wants to fucking be here, but I don't think he knows why he wants to be here.
Yeah. And it seemed like when you tell him something honest, like people were getting upset, like, why do you be honest with the guy? If you don't think someone has it or you think that, just be level with him. It was obvious that he was out, when they did the member thing, he might be going out the door no matter what. They kept extending the stream. That's why I said, Big Murf, what Saturday showed is how much love you have. Big Al was scratching. He had to have Kalo come in there. I gave some members it was like people on the panel. But he left. It's over.
I guess. I don't know. I haven't seen him around at all. Again,
Okay.
just like fucking giving up and take an intern role again, dude. If you love it here that much and you want to stick around and you want to be on a show and you want to like be a part of this, just take an intern role. It's not that big of a deal. Shit, if Keem didn't hop up on the show and say, Big Murf, you got your host role back, I would have just fucking been like, well, can I at least get an intern role? Can I at least still show up for cash? You don't have to lay down and just like fucking take it. So I don't know. It is what it is.
Someone brought up a good
Sweet Tea's
point.
on fucking Fluff with AMAC now, so we'll see how that show turns out. Who knows?
Someone brought up a good point. They said, why would they bring, or would they set a goal to bring him back? If they set a goal to bring him back,
they're not gonna hit it.
I would love to read the news headlines on that one. I'm not against it. I just think it's funny. Yeah.
I mean, we'll see what happens. It's Monday. Anything can fucking happen here. I mean, Mike just left, so. Did you see the clip where Glammy didn't blink for a whole fucking minute?
No, you could show it to me. Because I actually wanted to comment. I wanted to show people something.
All right.
It's a little bit different than voodoo.
Voodoo. All right. If you guys weren't watching Cash on Saturday, Glammy
Sour Power was there.
Where?
Oh, so Sour Power wasn't at a great stream on Saturday night. They took the video down. We need that. There was some good shit there. There was. You know what I mean? And I like how people were like, it wasn't even at the beginning. It was all towards the end. That shit was great.
Josh said he called Glammy 3 times and no answer.
Well, here's the reality. Glammy was the face of Cash or whatever. So if she's gone, they're going to have to fucking revamp everything. So it's weird that yesterday I said by Tuesday, shit might all be different. Why does shit keep happening that I'm predicting? Coffins, shit like that. It's not because I could predict the future. It's because sometimes you see an angle, you see shit. And sometimes I'll put it out there. And if I don't get it, I don't get it. But if I get it, I'm rubbing it in. Remember when A-Man goes, I think Pesci killed us when I did the gun? 2 days later, they're gone. Smoke that.
Fucking Pesci Houdini over here.
Since we don't have what's her name today, we might have to start off with your shit, Big Murf.
Yeah, I know.
I can't wait to see how it today we got a great song, folks. Let me see if I got that graphic still. They said 4? Why did someone say, well, I miss Albert?
That's
Albert's
weird.
not gone.
Is
I saw him on the thumbnail for gay.
Oh, he's still doing gay?
Yeah, Mike would have never told Albert to quit.
No, and I don't think he would leave just because Tina's not here. But here's the thing, too. Tina will show up. If Tina were to leave the LCU, she's still going to pop up on gay and fucking talk shit with everybody. She's not going to, like, just stop being here altogether, I think.
Someone says, Murf, wake up, dude. You just got rehired. Yeah, I was like, I was going to ask her if her Glammy Lambie takes the same, whatever that shit is in the morning.
What
if
shit?
Tina leaves, Albert will go. Well, no shit. But there was no announcement about Tina. And now I'm starting to think, well, maybe they just read the words. Wasn't Keemstar on the stream saying he needs to back away? All of a sudden, he's gone. Read the words. That's not me fucking spoiling anything. That's just me, saying what I see.
He is not gonna leave. Well, who do you think is gonna be doing fire with Abby? Abby? If White Al isn't here.
I told Allie I'd help her out doing tryouts with Big Al there. I go, tomorrow we will be hosting tryouts on Fire to replace Big Al in here, whatever the fuck his name was. He changed his name, and everyone kept calling him White Albert still after he changed his name. And did he change his name to a kind of like clowny fourth grader name? Yes, he did.
Fucking joke, yeah.
Someone says, Pesci, stop derailing from what Big Murf mentions. What I derail? What did you mention?
I don't know. Nothing.
She didn't mention anything.
Oh, we got Voltage Mike YT with the 1 month ban world. Thank you so much. Good morning, guys. Y'all are killing it. Big Murf, I'm a fan after you brutally mogged Glammy last week. Thanks. I wish she would fucking wake up. I wish she was here. Like, the whole point of Saturday was to, like, fucking keep cash going, and she's just... like, honestly, I'm gonna be honest. She was, like, fucked up off of just 8 Smirnoff Ices. And if you're getting that fucked up on Smirnoff Ice, there's something fucking wrong with you, like, mentally and physically.
They want to see the clip.
Because there's no fucking way that, like, Kool-Aid is gonna fuck you up this bad.
All right, someone said, Sicilian said, Albert's lawn business, that is what he should be doing full time. You got to remember, Sicilian, I was the one that convinced him to do that. You know what I mean? Tech Protect goes there, he has him dressing like a woman. I had him thinking like an athlete, and I had him thinking like a businessman, and he started getting all those lawnmowers. When he saw me doing things, I'm like, you should do a little bit of, something. And then we discussed him doing the power washing and the lawnmower. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Big Murf, for this.
Yeah.
Why is it blurry like that? Go ahead and play real fast.
It's just the quality that they clipped it out.
Glammy, listen to me. All right? On these next 20 members, okay? Every member that comes in, I want you to get even meaner and meaner as those members come in. And when you get to 20 members, right, then your final form will be born. You will be the bitch that is going to fuck up Tina D. And you're going to storm in that fucking thing, and you are not going to let that bitch talk. You are just going to go. Everything you've been thinking about that bitch, you're going to unload on her. You are not the normal Glammy Lambie. You might be the normal Glammy Lambie now, but as soon as we get one gifted, oh, you're starting to move in that final form. 2, 5. As soon as you get 20, bro, you are a fucking Pokemon, all right? You're a full-on Pokemon.
Fine, but I don't
You ready?
understand.
Dude,
yes, I'm ready.
All right.
He's fucking
Kelly,
ready!
I agree with you on the Glammy's voice thing. I agree with you, Kelly. Holy shit.
That was fucking terrifying to rewatch, dude.
Is that real?
Fuck.
Do you think that's real? Is she real? Is that real?
Yes.
I don't know what to think of this.
Time. At this point in the stream, I remember Kelly, the instigator, just being like, I hate when she's like this. She hates drunk Glammy. Like, this is so fucking scary, dude.
Unload on her. You are not the normal Glammy Lambie. You might be the normal Glammy Lambie now, but as soon as we get one gifted, oh, you're starting to move in that final form. 2.
This right here. What's going on in this fucking head? What wheels are fucking spinning and clanking around in there, dude?
Dude, I'm trying to figure out if this is like, I don't know. Is she really fucked up? Is she like, maybe he wants me to be this, or dude, I don't know what this woman sometimes. She might be better at me at this, making it look real to fake, bouncing back and forth. Holy shit. That's kind of scary.
I don't think this is fake at all. I think this is who she is when she's drinking. And this is why Dave tells her, because I really think Dave tells her that she can't do a whole lot of shit like this, and to put the kibosh on over drinking and shit like that. So I think Saturday, when he came home and he saw her covered in fucking dried up Monster, she's pouring fucking drinks on herself, she's got all this crazy writing on her face. I think he told her enough's enough.
Oh my God. Hey, imagine you're Dave, right? You just got done working your fucking ass off. You come home and your chick looks like the fucking Chinese dude from WWE. Monster everywhere on the electronics. Ants. Your bitch fucking looking like she just did some voodoo.
And let's not forget, she shaved her eyebrows, dude. She shaved both of them. So now she has no eyebrows. She fucking stinks. Who knows what fucking time she went to bed, dude? Yeah,
I think Dave is dumber than she is. Yeah, someone said Jimmy. It was Jimmy Wang Yang? No, it was a Jimmy Wang Yang.
Oh, fucking wrestling.
Yeah, but that's sad. Smirnoff's is almost like, if she was that fucked up off Smirnoff, no wonder the drug comment hits her so low. Because if that bitch does one drug, she's fucked.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what? Smirnoff's got like 2 or 3% alcohol. It's not that much fucking alcohol in it. That's why I'm like, there's no way this bitch is getting that drunk off of fucking 8 Smirnoff ices.
Lord Tensai says SS Michelangelo. Okay. No. Lord Tensai, I do remember. I'm talking about the guy Bret Hart went against. That's who fucking Glammy looked like there. Now, I had a feeling we wouldn't see her on Sunday, and that was cool.
Yeah, Sunday.
You might be on something with that Dave thing.
She was in fucking main chat, bro.
My boyfriend. Someone said no. Yeah. No, I'll tell you about the Xanax thing. I'll tell you how it's not Xannies. Now,
no way.
I don't have a history of taking those, but the one time I did, I saw what they did. Now, it would be obvious because her memory she wouldn't be able to take those on a daily and remember shit. She's just not mentally strong enough. So as soon as she would be taking Xanax, that would be obvious. First thing I noticed today, and I said it to Josh, 2 weeks that we've been here, she was the first one in the fucking lab with a monster like this, sucking them down. Like I'm watching this shit in the morning, and some of the best things she says is within those first 15 minutes of the monster. Thank you. They said, glad you're still here, Big Murf. And she says actually funnier things offline that she'll say on. And I'll be saying at times, why are we having this conversation right now? And she'll be like, because I don't want to talk about this on air. You'll be like, why not? This is like the good stuff.
Yeah, she's definitely not on Xanax. I think she'd be non-squad if she was on Xanax. Especially in the fucking... Because, listen, she doesn't sleep. She has fucked up sleeping hours. She's up all night just to stay awake to do the show, so there's no way she's on Xanax. She may be on Adderall, or maybe should be on fucking Adderall. I don't know. But...
Someone said she's going to show watch. We'll see.
We'll see.
I never asked her what kind of medication she was on. I don't care about her like that.
Yeah.
How much to get Big Murf and Phantom on a date?
Never gonna happen. That's fucking weird. Because I'm married. It's not gonna happen.
Everyone thinks she's on drugs. Well, it's a fun thing to bring up, but I hate to bring up my past. She drinks energy drinks in the morning. I could tell she's a little bit scared of doing shit on air. If she were to do something, it would have to be off. Because let's just say she was snorting shit. She wouldn't be able to hide that. She's not, dude, she drinks 3 Smirnoffs, and you would think she did the fucking Steve Urkel change in the machine. They were lying. People were, when I was talking to my stream yesterday, I was pointing out that this bitch, when she gets confronted by the boss, she'll just start throwing stories out. I was like, holy. And that wasn't for some storyline either. That was fucking Glammy, saving face. I wanted to go live, but today, Junior. Someone said she did drugs in her past. I mean, even I've done drugs in my past.
Yeah, so have I. Joe, I gotta fucking go do some nasal spray. I'll be right back.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it for Big Murf. What a return from being fired. Shout out to her. Someone says, why are you doing member goals to get her host role back? She's a host. Oh, sorry about the TTS. She actually has it. Unless it's working. Do you guys hear it and I just don't hear it? She wanted to... Oh, she isn't here because she didn't want to read chat. Oh, my God. Wouldn't that be something? That's what's fucked up. Everybody wanted to see that today. You could say whatever the fuck you want about me, but dude, I would have never did some shit like that. I would have showed up hung over, fucked up. Jim Crick in the background still. Unreal. We're gonna have to recast it all. Boom. It's done. Keep. Make the play. If I had to get moved, I get moved, but we're gonna have to do something. We're going to spice it up, sting it up. They brought back the wrong cattle. Oh, what is the difference between cattle and a cow? Is that the same shit? Is a cattle a cow, or is cow cattle? Or is cattle meat? Shout out to our sponsors.
Ho, ho, ho. Green Giant.
And the people on the west side. Oh, I bet she's watching. Is she really? Hey, Glammy, if you're watching, I want an apology for what you said. I'm a little bit too hard on you when I'm trying to point shit out. You are drunk. You do not know what you're doing. Unfortunately, for us to be successful at times, you have to be at your worst. What a roller coaster that is. Ladies and gentlemen, for you to be a successful show, you're going to have to make sure this bitch fucking melts down, gets drunk, turns into a goblin, does backflips, throws samurai swords, and all this weird shit. And then her counterpart is watching me like we're on MTV. I thought I was watching somebody watch a clip for a minute. I don't want to be too mean. Hold on, Pesci, don't do it, please.
Oh my God!
Team finally went too far with her. Dude, once I saw Keem say Big Murf get off, or whoever told Big Murf to leave, she's like, I gotta leave. Folks, we didn't know what was going on at that point. I was cool with it. I wasn't against it. People were like, where's Pesci? I'm not playing make-believe when I'm at work. All right? Welcome back, Big Murf.
Thanks.
Let me been here over a year.
Fucking...
Well, she gets it. She's poisoned. I told her.
She doesn't
The monsters are poison.
Glammy doesn't get this. What are you talking about? She didn't fucking get it halfway through when Pesci, Yo Mama came in here and asked her, your mom has 3 kids, April, May, and June, and she didn't fucking get it. It went completely over her head. They were asking her what's like fucking 4 plus 4, and she couldn't get it. Glammy's not in fucking reality. She still doesn't understand the LCU. I truly believe that. Look at what Keem was able to do to her the other day. Get her all riled up, telling her, I got a show, I'm doing a Jester stream on you. She doesn't get it. She still doesn't fucking get it. That's why these things happen to her here.
YouTube documentaries, she's not that famous. Maybe if they did one in the LCU. Did Pesci make another female enemy? No, Glammy, Lambie, and me get along fine. You know what I mean? She might snitch on me in a drop of a dime. That's what I said. It's funny when I'm talking to her. I always say to myself, remember, every word out of your mouth, she will repeat. And then I repeat that in my head 90 times, and that's the mindset I have with a person like that. Especially when the boss is coming down on her, and she starts pointing a finger like Zeta Ray. They did the same thing to Zeta Ray. She's like, it was Pesci, it was Albert, it was Jim Crick. God damn. I would say how the mighty have fallen, but she wasn't mighty.
I wish she would, like, I was hoping she'd fucking show up, dude. Like, really.
Oh, I'm not giving up on the cast. So I'm saying if Glammy's not here, we would have to do something different because it kills the whole reason of the mold. You can't do the Jetsons without fucking Elroy. Right?
Someone in here is saying, you're shitting on the person who helped you, Big Murf. Stupid. No, it's not shitting on her, dude. It's like, this is who Glammy is. And I don't think it's wrong to tell somebody who the fuck that they are. She knows who she is. She'll even fucking admit it. When Keem comes in here trolling, she doesn't fucking get it, dude. There's nothing shitting on her about that.
Well, someone brought up a good point. Today was supposed to be the first day of no chat.
Yeah.
I'm actually pissed about that. Like, fuck her missing a day. She'll obviously be back or they'll figure it out or something's going to happen. But she can't do certain things. Like, she has to hit the vape. She has to chat. Like, that day when they took the vape away, oh, it was obvious. Or I don't know if it was the monster or the vape.
She had to be forced to help Big Murf. Let's not forget, she threw her under the bus initially. Yeah.
Cash is last on Circuit A. I don't think you should be live now. Someone needs to let me know that. Because I would have loved to have slept today.
No. We can either, I think it's the way that, like, Phantom
I think
did
it's like how
you
Friday
either started on Monday. Friday.
I'm saying Friday's like our first day off. Remember when Turbo was like, well, you're supposed to be at work. I'm like, it's Saturday. I've never worked on Saturday morning.
Yeah. We can either go Monday through Friday and then a weekend, or do Tuesday and Saturday and then a Sunday.
Yeah, Kelly, she didn't show. This isn't an act. This isn't a bring Glammy back or whatever.
No.
I just got done saying, I was like, I'm not trying to really, you know, they got to figure that one out. And I didn't give up on shit.
Bummed, though.
I'll work with Glammy. I said they could get rid of me too. I'd have to figure that one out.
Yeah, people were thinking that, like, your Saturday stream was, like, you basically saying that, like, you wanted off cash in some, like, cryptic form.
People got the wrong idea. What I'm saying is this. When people think that I've earned something, I'm trying to get over that I don't think I earned anything. So at any moment, I could be taken off.
Yeah.
You don't want to give Keem and all them the impression that your shit don't stink or anything. There's nothing wrong with having confidence. But they pay attention to that shit. Look what happened with Foxy. I just said I know my place. I said, yeah, when they said talking about you getting fired, I said all I did last week was maybe earn the spot to not get fired if they were going to start cutting milk. That's all I said. I wasn't trying to make it seem like I'm gone. I'm letting people know what reality is. At any moment, boom, musical chairs. Boom. I could have had a good week. It don't matter. Boom, you're on Nerds. Boom, you're on whatever.
100%. And, like, I think that was a big part of Foxy's downfall on Queens. Because she sat there and she was running her mouth and she's saying, well, I deserve this. I deserve to be here on Queens. Which is, like, a crazy thing to think about because, I mean, Yeah, just like you said, any moment we can be picked up and moved around in a heartbeat to like Keem's will and desire. So it doesn't matter if you deserve to be somewhere or not. It doesn't matter how hard you worked at it. What matters is that you go where you're needed. You go where you're wanted. If you're not wanted on Queens anymore, get the fuck out. Go do your fluff show. You ain't the right one for the show, and that's just it.
Someone asks,
yeah.
is Tina still here? Yes, I think so. She messaged on she messaged on the video I did yesterday.
Josh said, so she did 100% oversleep and a mess up again. Well, what can you do?
Like I said, I'm upset because today was the not read chat day.
Well, she has all week when she comes back. It's a week-long thing.
Yeah, I know. Of course. You think we're going to let her slide with that? You fucking nuts?
She'll have to do it on a weekend stream, too.
Well, says I like Foxy, but she needs to learn. A little too quiet, I think, at times. Definitely not for Queens.
Or is it thinks that if Mike told Tina not to leave the Discord, he's coming back? I don't even understand why Mike left. Do you know why, like, he dipped out of the server?
All right, I'm going to take this as a guess. Usually my guesses sound pretty, like, you know, decent. So people are like, damn, are you fucking lifting up the table or whatever? I don't know shit. But I always say follow the words. Stream Keemstar. Mike needs to let them do their own thing, kind of step back. Not be as be hands-on, but not have to do what he's been doing. Rewind. Mike needs to step in. Fast forward. He's gone. Okay, I don't know what happened in the middle. You know what I mean? Too early to call it. Usually the weekends, all this shit happens, and a lot of the answers come by the next show. Surprise.
I don't know. I think it's because Keem was shitting on Queens.
I love that. Someone says you come across as bullies. To who? To Glammy? I tell her.
That's a strong
I told her
word.
I didn't want her to cry. I said, "Are you able to change crying into like some WWE shit?" You know what I mean? Do you want to be known as the girl that when she cries, everybody watches the video and they enjoy it? All right, welcome to hell. I'll be your devil. Well, she said, Keep said why he left. All right, there you go.
All right. Well,
there you have it.
We'll see you tonight.
Kelly doesn't let me have any theories. I'm not allowed to say, well, he's gone.
Oh, yeah, it was in announcements. Mike said he's
thank
tired
you,
of
OG.
people trashing
I'll check
Queens.
it out.
All right. So, what else do we have going on that happened over the weekend? Besides all this bullshit. I feel like that was the only fucking thing. I don't feel like anything else, like, exciting happened.
I didn't sleep Saturday night. So Sunday was a blur. I did that stream on zero sleep. Imagine that. Thank you.
I feel bad about Ken, though. He just, like, rolled over.
What do you mean?
Say goodbye. He just, like, Ken took his host role away, and he was like, that's it. Peace. Didn't even say shit,
Well, that was what I was talking about with the mental shit. You could see what a place like this could do to you mentally, and then it's just on you to fight it. That's why I said I'm reaching right out to A, B, and C. Someone said Wings quit too?
Wings quit?
Three-way split. I said the story should not be the show. The story, and I was just getting along with Wings. Fuck. The story should be, how long will Wings not complain about the three-way split?
I've never met Wings ever. I don't even think I've said 2 words to him before. But he was on live with Boogie, right?
Who?
Wings.
Yeah, of course. You don't know that? Man, where'd you
No, I
come
never
from, Big
like
Murf?
fucking Girl World, Pesci. That's the fucking thing. I only know this generation of Boogie. I knew about Boogie before Local Live and all of his like crazy shit, but that was like about it. Knew about Drama Alert and all of Keem's like little dramas that popped up here and there, especially between him and Ethan Klein. That was, I think, the most entertaining thing ever.
I think that Ken, honestly, I think he is done. I think he was just overall just ready to go.
Yeah.
You can hear it in people's words sometimes, and he's been ready.
It's
Shout out to
true.
Sweet
He
Tea.
has been fucking saying that, like, he just doesn't have the fire and the passion. And I mean, he got paired up with Sweet Tea. And, like, I remember seeing Sweet Tea on Bus, and when she had to go over to Alpha, she has her own little following. And it seems like if you can hype her up, like, just enough, you can do a pretty decent show with Sweet Tea. And it's not like they were at a bad time either. Keem had them set up for a pretty decent time. I think they were, like, midnight. That's nice.
Someone said, I didn't know you were
can
Girl World, Murf. I still don't know what the fuck Girl World is.
Fucking the Amberlynn Reed shit.
I mean, is that like her clan? Is her
That's
people
what they
the Girl World?
Yeah, that's what they call the people who like follow her. So I was like a hater. So I never got mixed in with all that shit. I stayed on the outside of it, especially here in the LCU.
Oh my God. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that one yet.
What?
Someone said Sweet Tea with AMAC would be interesting. Oh my God. All right, Big Murf. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that yet, but we're going to go right into your big screen. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Before you say anything, Big Murf, welcome to the new jingle we got for you. Ladies and gentlemen.
Woke up, bro. Check my.
Oh, whoa. Wrong one. Wrong one.
Here we go.
Where the fuck did it go? Oh, here it is.
Yeah, hey, eating turf with Big Murf, eating turf with Big Murf, steak gone, we berserk, grass fed,
yes,
I deserve, eating turf with Big Murf, eating turf with Big Murf, big bite, big smirk, clean cut, loop it, let it work.
Ladies and gentlemen, fresh off her fired weekend, we got Big Murf. Big Murf, there is a lot of speculation today on eating turf with Big Murf. We hope you do not disappoint. In front of the close to 400 people in here, the floor is yours.
Well, guys, I'm fucking back. My mic's peeking out. I'm fucking back. I got fired. It was a crazy fucking weekend. Glammy Lambie was up here on fucking Local Cash working her ass off to get me back. And no matter what the fuck I say about Glammy, whether I think she's a chicken brain, fucking thin neck knucklehead, or she's a fucking drunk bastard, I appreciate her so fucking much being up here and doing that work. It was fucking crazy to see her be stressed out, scrambling, drinking, doing all that crazy shit to get those fucking member goals. Those for me to come back. And I appreciate you guys for being able to help her get there and to help her get my host role back. See, I was thinking about it. I've been here since January. I came in with Girl World on an Amberlynn Reed fucking bus tryout. And coming here has been an absolute fucking fun time. The LCU is crazy. There's always something happening. But most importantly, it's the community that I love the most. And out of all the fucking Girl World interns, there was like 20 of us. Look who fucking lasted. I'm 1 out of 3 who are still here as host. Fupa Cheese, Jersey, and me. Oh yeah, there's Abby, but does Abby really fucking count? She's on fire, dog! So it's just me.
Abby counts.
I fucking made it. I'm still here. I'm still fucking standing. I'm still strong. You can't fucking stop me. And I'm gonna be here for as long as I fucking want, or as long as Keem deems necessary. So I'm fucking here. And I want to say thank you so much for tuning in to Local Cash every fucking day at 6 a.m. to be here with me, to be here with Joe fucking Pesci, and to be here with fucking Glammy Lambie if she's coming back. So fuck everyone who says Big Murf is boring, Big Murf fucking sucks, Big Murf is a big fucking bag of shit. Who fucking cares? 'Cause I'm here, baby, and you can't stop me, bitch. I'm fucking forever, ho! And that's all I gotta say. I'm Big Murf eating fucking turf. Get your own jingle, bitch.
Judges?
Whatever.
I'm just fucking around. No, I'm gonna go the Big John and Little John approach. They're gonna have to get Glammy back. I'm gonna have to stay in the dressing room tomorrow. They didn't have that anymore. Holy shit.
Oh my gosh. God damn. What a fucking weekend.
Hold on, I'm
She'll
reading
be
something.
back.
I'm reading something
You're
on
good.
Glammy real quick. So they tried. Okay, so this is a little quick update on Glammy. The people that have tried to reach out to her the last time she was talked to was right around my stream yesterday. So that was the last time she was seen. And there was no, I can't come back or anything like that. She said she was doing fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone said, Pesci, grab the plunger. You're up. I don't have one. I was going to get one made out of gold, but it's a little expensive.
It is a little expensive. She'll be back. Hopefully. I don't know. Could you imagine fucking Saturday being like Glammy Lambie's breaking point? Like after all the things that have happened here? That'd be absolutely insane. Did you see that fucking Keem played this AI video of Billy choking her out at Fat Camp? And the
That's what I
horror in
said.
her eyes when she saw it, it was like kind of fucked.
That's why I said, I don't know how to look at it because the boss man likes to see her do all that fucking stuff. So you got to kind of run with it. You can't go, oh, that's mean or anything like that. You got to go, welcome to where you're at. You know, I don't know what to think of the alcohol. When she does the alcohol thing, I think she has to be not by herself, but I don't know. It's hard to like conversate with her. Remember, she would ask me a question and then she would like keep repeating it. And I'm like, Glammy, I just answered that. And then she'd come back and it's like, you're not even paying attention. You know, why answer something you're not even. That was the most fucked up thing I ever seen. Those eyes, that shit was scary. Someone says, where's the segment Getting Messy with Pesci? I don't know. I don't know how I'd run that. I would have to do something messy.
Yeah.
No, she's not gone. Oh, someone said there's. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. I don't think the punishment would bother her. Like that. I could picture her trying to dance around the fucking thought of doing it, but I don't think it would make her not show up.
No.
I'm thinking they brought up, this is the best thing I heard. Someone said she was pouring all the shit on her head and her dude came home. I'm thinking in my head, if you were in my computer area and you just started pouring Monster on your shit, that's got to be ended. No. That has stopped immediately. And with all the shit writing on her face, and then she says he likes Pitt. Imagine if he watched Pitt and then thought of that writing and the monster and all that shit. Holy shit.
You know, I just had a fucking thought, Pesci. Because, you know, it wasn't too long ago that Tina D and Mike went over to Savage's stream. What if Mike just fucking picks up Tina and they go over and try to do some shit with Savage?
No. I don't think Mike is like that. if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I'll die on my words. But
Yeah.
Mike has said many times he don't need stuff overall. He doesn't need to go. He's not gonna go. You know, what I mean, to him, that channel and all that stuff over there. Not saying they're not talented. They're just smaller. To him, I'm not talking about
Yeah.
me. I'm talking about for him. If he was gonna
Yeah.
do something on his own, it's gonna be his thing. You come join him if you're gonna join, or whoever he wants in. I don't think he would do that to Keem. And like you said, they according to what's her name, they posted why he left. So I guess they know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's leaving because he's tired of people fucking, saying shit about Queens. Queens isn't a good show in the LCU anymore. The casting's been bad. So why not pick it up and restart it somewhere else with like fresher eyes? Because listen, there's a whole audience that will go where Tina goes. Because they have mad love and respect for her. So why wouldn't they follow her? So, and
Yeah.
I mean, Tina was on Savage's stream calling her, saying that, asking Savage to come back to the LCU to do Queens with her. So, I mean, Tina seems like she's tired and on the way, like, tired and needs a refresh. She needs a vacation. She needs to, like, go get her hair done, feel pampered or some shit, and come back fucking blazing.
Well, when you showed that video earlier with her in the eyes, when that was first showed yesterday or whatever, I never even thought of that on Saturday night. That was a good point out that she was, you know what I mean? That she's got some kind of like separate side to her. I don't know, to be scared or maybe she's leaning in. Some people like that. Like they'll get high or drunk and they like to play around. What
I don't
happened?
know. I was talking about Queens, bro. You started talking about fucking Glammy Lambie.
No, someone said Keem was on with Roxy. How did that go down?
Oh, yeah, fucking Yo Mama was playing clips of Roxy's stream. I guess like Keem called Roxy and was like talking about Queens or whatever. So
someone says, Josh, can you help with the TTS? That thing's not working yet?
I think Glammy plays TTS through her mic.
She does, but I have one hooked up. I don't know what's wrong with it. Phantom said you're good to go.
Oh, really? That sucks.
Yeah, I promise. I don't know why. I'll have them look at it. Someone said she's still an intern plus. Intern plus could join the stream at any moment.
Yeah.
She lost her host role, but so did I that night. It was just, keep fucking around.
Oh, we got fucking Chuck and members waiting. Did you want to bring his goofy ass up?
Sure. How you doing, Chuck?
All right, can you guys hear me? How's it going, eh? You're on the air with Chuck Grayson.
Oh, that's Chuck Grayson? I thought you were Slytherin.
Formerly known as Slytherin, former heir of Slytherin. I wanted to chop up with you, eh? Thought it would be a little better.
Okay, go ahead.
Third opinion, third voice. Well,
sure,
you guys
no problem.
were talking
Thanks
about
for joining
Queens.
us.
It's just like, I don't know if that was ever much of a show. That's a tough show to raw dog for 2 hours straight anyway. I think Mike needed the criticism and he couldn't take it, so I mean, I don't know, but
all right, I got one for you then, Slytherin. The Glammy Lambie thing. Did you see Saturday night?
Oh, I saw Saturday night. That was one of the best shows.
Really? So from the outside looking in, that was one of the best shows?
I thought so, especially when Candy got up there. That was hilarious.
That was funny. Now, that was actually fucking super funny.
Yeah, I fucking love Candy.
Did you hear what he just said, though? Think about what I said in the beginning of the show. She has to be like that to get what he just said.
But she gets pretty serious, Glammy, after she has a couple, eh? After she gets... Oh, shit, my phone. After she starts drinking, she starts talking like she's been in jail for 20 years with the
Yeah, she starts sounding like a dude.
I know, it's crazy stuff to watch. It's pretty jarring when you're not used to that.
I thought she was fucking with me. I'm like, wait a minute, why is she talking like a man?
Insanity, dude. Yeah. She is not the same person when she's drunk. And I can see why people don't want to be around her when she's fucked up like that. Because, I mean, the whole time she started drinking, Kelly the Instigator was like, I don't like drunk Glammy. Drunk Glammy's fucking awful. She's the awful person to be around, and now I fucking get it, dude.
Well,
She
I don't
was,
know
like,
about that,
in a
but
demonic state.
I told
it was
Glammy,
entertaining nonetheless.
I told Glammy, if you start acting the way you want other people for you to act, you're going to run into a problem. And then when I say these things, they laugh. All of a sudden, she ain't here on Monday.
Yeah.
And it's not a story because we wanted to see her not read chat today. This definitely isn't like, all right, Glammy, you're going to be back Tuesday. We're going to pretend you're in a dungeon and all this weird shit.
Yeah, well, I think what makes everything worse is she was hopping over into the glass stream, and they're arguing about each other's mans. They're arguing about SK1, S1K, and fucking Dave and shit like that. And then you have Keem adding more fuel to that fire. I think that's another big thing too. Listen, she shaved her fucking eyebrows, she's pouring alcohol over herself, and then she's going into glass stream, and they're arguing about each other's mans. I know if I was in that situation, my husband would have came upstairs and shut the fucking computer down. He would have shut it down completely, because there's no way that he didn't see all that shit. They're talking about one another's man and, like, causing trouble. He'd be pissed as fuck. So
What a
I don't
bunch
know,
of
maybe Dave
boneheads.
said something to Glammy about all this, because maybe this was his breaking point.
Well, why wouldn't you call? Why not show any responsibility?
I don't know. I mean, it could just be that she, like, literally overslept. Because, I mean, she was up for a really long fucking time. Because even though she ended the stream, she was in main chat for a little bit, and people were telling her to take her drunk ass to bed. It was 4 in the fucking morning. And she,
Or maybe she's
nobody
just
fucking
done.
fights for me. Nobody's here for me. And that's what I know. I just gotta be here for myself. Nothing really matters. Don't nobody
I did
care.
20 years in the can.
Don't nobody care.
Ate manicut off the radiator.
Mom's spaghetti.
Held it
Vomited on the
down
sweater
for the
already.
set.
Like, that's how she was fucking acting, and then she, like, the stream ended, and that was it. And then, but you want to know the crazier part? She's still in our, like, fucking show chat from yesterday. Normal Glammy Lambie fucking text messages. Still nervous, scared, innocent, sounding naivety. Like, it was fucking...
They're going to have to figure out something by tomorrow morning.
Well, it's a roller coaster of emotions being in the LCU in general. I could see why she's doing this now. Tired of getting dragged through the ringer, I'd imagine.
But she had to have known when she started drinking there was going to be a ring.
Well, she even said, she's like, this could get really bad when I'm drinking this much.
But she gets demoted to intern in the process after doing all of that. That was a tough watch.
She got her host role back yesterday morning.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, which I knew. When Keem got into, like, main chat and he took away Pesci's, like, fucking host role, I was like, okay, now he's really trolling her. Because now she's gonna start freaking out about Pesci. And that's exactly what she did. She was like, oh god, not Pesci too.
I didn't lose my shit during that. I can't do the, oh, please no. I don't know what the hell that is.
She did.
Why are you holding up Batman?
It's Surfer Batman. I got his surfboard over there somewhere. I don't know where it's at. Anyway, dude, Glammy gets dragged through the ringer constantly. I mean, honestly, if I were her husband, I would have told her to stop streaming after she shaved her head. If you watch that video, it's a tough watch.
Yeah, it is.
He would have had to watch his back if I were if I were her husband. I wouldn't keep continuing. But Glammy's got a cool aesthetic, though. That much you must admit.
What do you mean by cool aesthetic?
Like, I don't know, she's got, like, the shaved head. She has, like, these outfits that might appear a bit naff at first. But then when you match it with the aesthetic, it's something not many people could pull off, you know?
No, she looks like she just got done fucking somebody and she grabbed his shirt and put it on.
Exactly. That trashy kind of thing is, like, kind of in now, you know? It's back from the 2000s.
That is true. I felt bad because she was wearing that really cute Hello Kitty, like, crop jersey. And I was like, Glammy, did you get that from the kids section at Walmart? So... I love it's yeah. Her outfits are fucking insane.
Or no, they wouldn't do that to us.
Chuck, are you all right? What's going on, bud?
Yeah, you're throwing me off
Yeah,
with the hands. Is
sorry.
that all you had to
I
have,
don't
Chuck?
know.
I might have to bring you
No.
off now. You good?
Dude,
you got
don't
anything else
bring
to
me
add?
off. As soon as I came in here, Big Murf decided to start chatting it up. When I was watching, it was silent for a minute. I was trying to fill
Well,
in some dead air.
every
Add
time
some
I
fresh
try to let
perspective.
Big Murf in, she doesn't talk. Like I
What are you
kept
talking
going.
about? You start talking, Beshi! You start rambling about some other shit. I'm talking about Tina, and you go, yeah, I don't know what's going on with Glammy. What the fuck are you talking about?
Wait, I don't remember you talking about
You're
Tina.
fucking guy. I was talking about Tina. I was like, yeah, you know, fucking Mike leaves. If she leaves, are they gonna go to Savage? And you're like, oh, Glammy. You start fucking talking about Glammy, bro.
Because Glammy's on
I
our
apologize
show.
for
Your
that.
show, I should say. This show.
No, it's Glammy's
So
show.
close.
I came here. She was here.
Pesci, the audience follows you, okay? We all think that you're one of the best in the LCU.
I doubt that.
That's why we had to sit through 5 hours of Al yesterday.
That was the ending was good. I'm not gonna act like the ending wasn't good.
I fell asleep on him after a while.
Those two dudes, Bruggs and Sticks, man, those guys had me. I don't think I've ever laughed that hard on camera before.
Yeah, Chuck, are you okay, bro? Like, you got music playing in those headphones?
No, the headphone's connected to you. You guys talking.
You're doing like a little dance, dog. You alright?
Yeah. Yeah.
You seem like really antsy.
I thought I was matching Pesci's energy with the hat and the glasses.
Yeah, I picked up on that right away. Yeah.
I had to have glasses on. Shit with I started getting her eyes squinty and shit.
You know what, Slytherin? I actually have a question for you since you're up here. Melifer is back, and she's now a host on Nuts. Now I know you were an intern for a very short time on Cafe.
Only 3 shows, you know.
With Melifer. How do you feel about her being back in the LCU after fucking ghosting babes?
Just irrelevant. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I never like chopped it up with Melifer or anything, so I'm not like a ride or die or anything. And you know, I like Angel a lot more, so I was kind of hyped to see her get pushed out by Angel. That was really cool. That stream was really cool. So, yeah.
Well,
so
for
you,
good
like,
reason. She was telling Angel that she was a pedophile and like a fucking a creep.
That's a bad word. That's a bad allegation.
Well, that's what like she told Angel, like, because she was taking like bikini photos while pregnant or some shit like that.
Angel's a treasure for this LCU. Anyone who comes for her on my shit list immediately. Could give a fuck about Melifer. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I kind of have to fucking agree, dude. Like Melifer like she helped run like Cafe to the ground. I feel like Melifer was like the nail that officially started putting Ken in his fucking coffin.
Yeah, I'll tell you the truth on that. I'll open the curtain a little more. When I auditioned to be a part of this, what's up?
Were you on Cash?
Yeah, I was on Cash. When I auditioned, I did it just for adrenaline. I didn't do it with the intention of actually getting a role. So it's like when you mail in an audition for Disney Channel. I just wanted to chop it up with Keemstar for a little bit. I couldn't have imagined I'd actually get the spot. And then I get put in with Melifer, who, I mean, let's face it, never had the makings of a varsity host, and Ken, who seemed to have been checking out at that point. So, I mean, I only gave it like 3 days. I couldn't keep it up anymore with that.
And then they tried to make it seem like you fell off the deep end. Did you lose
Everyone's
it?
been trying to say that. That's why I'm wearing these glasses. Everyone's always talking about my eyes. Oh, this guy looks like a killer. No, that's just wrong. So yeah, like now I'm gonna mask myself up a little bit.
I actually think the glasses work. I know what you mean about your eyes. You got some wicked eyes.
Yeah, you do. You do have some scary eyes. You know, I watched the final episode of Cash that you were on before you just like rage quit. What was like? How did that happen? You fucking because Melifer was like digging into you, and I feel like she was kind of throwing you off a little bit.
It was all just background noise. I was never. I don't know. It's never. It wasn't something that I sought after enough. And I was like, wow, what am I doing? I was more mad because I broke my Batmobile the show before. And I was like, how far am I really willing to take this for something that I auditioned for kind of just for the memes? And I was like, just nothing was making sense. So I had to leave. If that makes sense.
Now, you going to make another, you about to make another run? Or are you just going to be a fan?
No. I'm completely content with just being a fan. But I like you a lot, Pesci. That's why I wanted to hop up here. You know, I like this show. I don't want to see it. I don't want Keem to have another executive decision, boot one of you guys off because there's too much dead air. I wanted to try to bridge the gap a little bit, eh?
Right. Well, no, they're gonna have to make some kind of decision.
Yeah.
No, I
The
don't.
secret reveal says, talking about Melifer, she's openly racist now. I guess after the way Angel treated her, she's now keeping it real. Good for her. I mean, if that's the fucking truth, if that's what Melifer's into, is like being a fucking racist cunt, dog, then I hope she gets what she deserves. I mean, she's about to be on a show with fucking Twiggy. We'll see how that turns out.
She always had a thin blue line kind of aura about her. See, we're from Canada. When you recognize someone wearing a Donald Trump shirt, you automatically, it's like, come on. We look down on the States like, I can't believe that one, eh? But whatever. We'll go past that. That's a really touchy topic.
I had a vision. Zeta Ray's over there at Rewind. I thought, wouldn't it be funny if I fucking made her leave again somehow?
Honestly, yeah.
I had an idea
so.
for a storyline. Well, for the storyline to work, I had to make up with the clown, and I'm glad I made up with him. I'm gonna
Yeah, that's
now. Oh yeah, so someone said Lisi's back. No one's ever gone then.
No. Is Lisi back, by the way?
Oh, is she back? No, I have no clue.
No, she's not.
No, the
Also,
wheels
shout
are
out to
falling off
Lisi.
fast.
She fucking joined Cash and dropped a 10, so thank you, Lisi, for helping a bitch out in a tough spot.
That
this
was
week
nice
is
of
going to
her.
be a fucking weird week for sure because of all the different switch-ups that happen. I'm interested to watch Fluff with AMAC and Sweet Tea. I think that's going to be an interesting combo of hosts. I don't know who's going to be running OBS for Abby for Fire today. She can't run OBS. She doesn't know how. So someone's going to have to hop up for her. I know Kalo's trying to do auditions for Gold so that he has a permanent co-host. He says that he can run OBS, but he prefers not to. So and then fucking Glammy is not here. She's not fucking here.
Like
Lisi
DB
is
Cooper.
gone. Fucking Smooch doesn't have a co-host for Babes. So once again, like always, the LCU is all mixed up and who fucking knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, the wheels are
Especially,
falling
who do you
off.
think the next host on Babes is going to be with fucking Smooch?
Granny's watching says, what's the guy's name on the panel? Do you want to introduce yourself?
So that's funny you should say that. I just read a comment. Someone said rebranded as Chuck. I've been Chuck for the last 21 years, Chuck Grayson. I used to go under the name Slytherin. I was in the LCU. I've only been on camera like 10 times ever. But
Slytherin's
I
raw
was
name.
on.
That's wrong.
Slytherin's a raw name. Slytherin's
That's a
my
raw
Hogwarts
name.
house. I don't want to lean into that old
And I don't
Harry
even fuck
Potter.
with Harry Potter. I just like that name Slytherin.
Yeah, it's a little cold, but I think, I got nothing to lose. I just go by my real name now. Who cares anymore? I'm not worried about it. What, someone's gonna make me lose my career? I have no career, so I'm not worried.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
That's how I see it. Chuck Grayson.
Now,
that's
I
the
heard when
name,
you said
don't
Big
forget
Murf, what I think is going to be on Babes. Hopefully a babe.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hopefully a babe.
hopefully a babe.
Hopefully
I
a
mean,
babe.
Yeah, Smooch, babe. She's fucking pretty chill,
Smooch
though.
already quit too?
No, Smooch, I don't think Smooch quit, no. No, because she just came back. I don't think she wants to quit. I think she was looking forward to doing the show with Lisi, but then, because Lisi was in some side server shit, she just fucking rage quit and hopped out. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't understand the whole side server thing, why it's a big deal to Keemstar.
Something a little bit more was going on. Come on, it's a little bit more
this
than
is
meets
why it's
the
a big
eye.
I
deal,
don't
Big
think
Murf.
so.
They have people that do these fucking side little hustles in the servers. So the ones that come across him are the ones that he doesn't want to fuck with. It'd be one thing if you're a
Right.
guy that had a Discord for 5 years and it's people within your Like, I think Steak had one, remember? And it was just people within his community. I had a community before the LCU. You know what I mean? I didn't just come out of fucking Hogwarts. Like Slithy up here.
Class of 2023.
No, I will not be here. No. My bad on that.
Queens does have a new co-host, and it's Batgirl.
I wish her the best.
How do we feel? I think she'll do okay.
I like Batgirl a lot. I think she's like Woodstock when I watch her on Cafe where Tommy's like Snoopy, you know. I think it's a really good thing that they've got going on. But I don't understand why they keep hiring these millennial women to go with Tina D. Tina D's the most boomer of boomer trailer park. That's not someone that meshes with millennials. I don't know what they're thinking with that. They need to keep it like how it was with Then again, I don't watch Queens. What do I know?
Well, I do watch Queens. It's a part of the shows that like I watch. And you just like gave me an idea. Maybe maybe Tina does need a woman that's closer in age to her than all these other girls, because I think Tina's gonna dig into Batgirl right away about the way that Batgirl looks, the way that she dresses, the type of makeup that she wears, because Tina has said it before in Queens already. She goes, look, I'm not a girl's girl. I don't wear fucking makeup, and you put two fucking bitches that do.
Let me get this redirected.
Yeah,
Cover me for 2 minutes to fuck with
You're
this,
good.
Slytherin.
All right, I'll cover with you. Let me cover you for a second. Let me cover you. When it comes to Lil Cow Queens, I don't think Foxy was the problem. The problem with Foxy was that she lacked conviction. She couldn't make it work. Honestly, if she had like a British accent, that would have been top tier stuff right there, but she didn't have that. She had the
Tommy C,
United
the man.
States accent, so it couldn't keep up. But I think she actually brought stuff to the table. Fupa's kind of, you know, from the episode I saw, she didn't. I don't know what they're thinking with her. They need to stop making her happen after Fat Camp. It's done. That's how I
agree.
think it.
Well, I'll talk to you guys in 1 second. I'm trying to figure out why that's not popping
Yeah,
up.
we
Oh,
got
Cafe.
Pokegaga with the $4.99. Glammy, you're looking calmer. Look at that. Yeah, I think Foxy Mama fucking girl boss too close to the fucking sun, if you want me to be honest. I think she was trying to run fucking ops against Tina and Fupa Cheese to some degree. I wouldn't be surprised if Foxy Mama was still talking to Thick Gemini and conversing with him, and he was feeding her ideas on like what to do and how to act to try and be like some sort of Becky replica.
Well,
But
when it comes to
she, like,
Foxy,
I'm going
tried
to say
too
this as
fucking
Tina's
hard.
friend real quick. Tina has been around so long, like when she said she doesn't want to argue with people all the time. Yeah, I get you don't. You know what I mean? But at the same time, she knows deep down when she's at her best, it's when she's throwing out one-liners, trashing people, burying them, saying this, that, or the other. When you have Fupa on there, you won't get that version of Tina.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get Tina. It's like Albert. Sometimes you do something for long enough, you want to kind of veer away. She wanted to veer away from just a co-host coming in and fake fighting. You know, the reason why Becky and all that shit worked, because everything was authentic. What happened with Foxy was it was obvious. Let me tell you what happened to Foxy. I'll tell you the difference between me and Foxy Mama. One time, Keem came up to me and he told me what he wanted me to do with the character. When you change yourself, you can't change it to where it's obvious that you're changing and you're fucking, you know, you're being too performative or it's because it's fake. When they had that talk with her after everything, you know, or every scene she was on after that, she was being too phony. And she thought since she had the boss's back that one day, it would carry. But the problem was the advice she gave her, she took it and fucked it up. I took it and didn't fuck it up. That's why she's fucking gonzo. And she should have went to Fluff. What was funny was we were typing in the chat, you should troll her and put her on Fluff. He had to, I'm not saying he saw my shit, but he had to have seen people saying that. And he's like, yeah, that makes the best sense.
it could have worked, I think. She just had too big of an ego. She acted like she had 1 million followers on everything, and she did have the looks to back it up, but she didn't have the conviction. That was the problem. And without that, it doesn't work.
No, I'm not letting you know.
I think
That's
AMAC would have fucking killed
she
herself.
said
if got
Pesci
put on a
letting
show
us
with
know hosts have
with
characters.
fucking Netflix.
Keem said at Fat Camp he's collecting characters. That's the only reason why I ever started using that word.
Everyone
said it
plays
on
it up a
fucking
little
film.
bit, I think,
That's
other
true.
than me.
He said that on fucking air. He goes, it's about, he said these show hosts are too worried about what the show's going to be about and it should be about building your character with the audience.
Should be about standards, people who are actually entertaining. That's why I think White Owl might revolutionize the LCU in a way. I think maybe it might open Keemstar's eyes to how low the bar is for hiring hosts and start getting people who actually have an audience and a little bit of charisma built in with the internet, you know.
What I think
How do you
was
think
with
White Owl's gonna revolutionize this shit?
I just said I think it's gonna open Keemstar's eyes. He's gonna realize not to just take stunt devils who do stunts in the background and film from their living room. No, you need people. This is the Lolcow Network, not the desperate stunt organization. That's not gonna carry over. That's why he was the first one to go.
Yeah, so people are like, characters, no, there's no script or anything. Because here's what's funny. There is no script. I wish. I'm an actor. I can actually read a script. That'd be great. You know what I mean? I sometimes have an idea, you know, and I wouldn't say script, no. And there's nothing wrong with people.
What Keem means by characters is he wants people to be entertaining. He wants people to like have a person, a host, have a reason, a personality. Come watch the show. See who this person is. Enjoy it. That's what he means by like characters. He doesn't want people coming in and putting on an act. What Foxy Mama was doing was putting on a fucking act. She was sitting there being fucking a head honcho boss bitch, but that's not who Foxy Mama is. Sorry, Foxy Mama. I know your girl is still in the fucking Discord, so I know you're not completely taken away from the LCU, but here's the matter of the fact. You're just not that type of host. Pesci was talking about hype men the other day. Foxy Mama's more of a hype man. She's not a showrunner. She can't do what some of these other people are doing. Like, if you ask me, I'm just a fucking side character. I can't do what Joe Pesci does. I can't be there and, like, fucking talk shit. What was that, Chuck?
That's a bad outlook to have. If you view yourself as a side character, that's how the world will view you, you know? That's why I left the LCU in my vision, because I have to be the main character of my own thing. I can't fit into someone else's vision of me. That's not how this can work. I can't be some guy tap dancing in the back when instructed to. That's why I had to be my own Chuck Grayson.
Hey, I'm honest with myself. And I think there are other people who would agree. And I think Keem would agree too. I don't think Keem would sit here and be like, yeah, Big Murf is a showrunner. That's just like, know your role and be comfortable with it.
Well, Boogie's not a showrunner, and he's definitely not the side character.
No,
Nail said you just leaked the script with Turbo. Turbo don't know about that. I said it would be funny if I started going over to fucking Rewind and act like I was taking Zeta's job. They're not going to do that. They're not going to let me go over there. I said that'd be funny. I made up with Turbo because I made up with him. I didn't have to.
Yeah.
I didn't have a reason to. I should have taken that to the grave. I was just trying to be a bigger guy. Nothing wrong with that.
I do think Foxy Mama's going to be back by the end of the month. I think she's going to take this as a little break, and I think she'll come back and she'll talk to Keem, because there were people who liked her and they enjoyed the show that she put on Queens. Well, I'm sure you like her. Yeah, exactly.
That's why I joined the Discord in the first place.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I would have never joined if it weren't for her, but she got too big over her head. She got put on a spot that she didn't really need to be on. That was the problem. Too high up, too fast. Then again, though, Queens, I don't know. I don't know what works on there. I never watched that.
I don't know. We'll see how Batgirl does today, though. That's going to be...
I'm actually glad what's his name didn't leave yet, because of this whole Glammy ordeal.
You're glad what didn't happen because of the Glammy ordeal?
No, I'm glad the boss didn't leave yet.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't even know how to get a hold of Mike. You know, when he was the director.
They should give full control to Yo Mama, I think, because I think he has a true vision for content. Keem's a little too buddy-buddy with people. That's why he lets people stay on for so long. So many people need to get out of here. He's too afraid to hurt people's feelings, I think. He does berate people on air, but when it comes to actually chopping the axe on people, he's a little hesitant to do it. A lot of moves should be made, I think. I think Yo Mama, you know, that's some true, like, Death Star stuff if he's the one running.
Keem's not going to make him in charge. He's not going to put him in charge. He'd be too afraid.
I would have been interested in doing the schedule that Yo Mama put out. I mean, I think he had us on for like two or 3 days a week plus like a weekend. I think it would have been interesting. I think it would have benefited Glammy the most, because like it would have helped us put together a more cohesive show and like have shit. Like imagine if Glammy was able to do like one of her presentations and like have it be completely like fleshed out and crazy. Because what she was doing was fun and cool.
Pearly says I can fix the LCU. Jump into members waiting and tell me how you can fix it. I'll take any phone calls on that.
It's logical to do the way Yo Mama had it, with the splitting the schedule up.
Thank
I
you,
think that
Pokey.
makes sense.
Yeah, I
This
think
guy's
it made
donating
sense
'cause of
too.
me.
And I mean, it would have gave these like bigger cows like too, like Tina and Boogie. Like he also wanted Live in Queens to keep going like every other day too as well, and his show would be too. And I think that's a good idea for them because like it'd give Tina a fucking break. Like I feel for some of the cows that are here or some of the hosts that are here, it is like tiring to have to be here almost 24/7 to be available to talk to people, to get together to do a show. And it does seem like some people are burnt out and they need a break. Give them
Someone
a
said
fucking
I'm
chance
trying
to
to
chill.
imitate Iceman. I'm not trying to imitate Iceman. Anyone who's ever seen me on a show knows that I do this. Iceman's not the only person who does things with their hands. It's an insane take. And I'm not trying to be a host. I have no reason to imitate Iceman at all.
I might actually be on Gay later. We'll
For
see
what?
if
You want to
Albert's
play
there.
Fortnite,
Only if
Pesci,
Albert's
at
there.
some point?
Oh,
Huh?
Albert's there.
Do you want to play Fortnite at some point, Pesci? I've been like wanting to do that.
No, why would you talk about that now?
I mean, I just figured now would be a good time to ask.
No, I don't want to play Fortnite. Someone said you're trying to be Snoop Dogg. I don't know what he's trying to be, honestly. The glasses are easy-ish. I would give him that. I like the glasses. I can fuck with the glasses.
Thank you. I appreciate a compliment every once in a while. No, I'm not trying to be anyone.
Someone said show the Yo Mama schedule. Do you have that?
No, I don't
Murf?
have it. No, I don't. No. No.
Yes. Somebody said they'll bring Mike back 2,988 members. Hey, folks, I bet you this: if I took a poll right now, it said, "Do you guys hope they do something like that?" You damn well know every one of you would want to see this because you would want to see the fucking the destroyers, the people coming in from the trees, the fucking skies, the planes, the alligators. You know what I mean? I want them to do it now. Now I want them to have a goal to have Mike back, and I want Tina to do the countdown to start it off. Because I love her. Like I said, I know people don't like some of the shit he does, but when shit was hitting the fan, she was the only motherfucker who said, I'm not drinking no Kool-Aid. I see what's going on.
You sure know how to call it like it is, Pesci. Very unfiltered. That's why everyone likes you so much.
Someone says, how much to kick the new guy? The same price as to
$20.
kick anybody.
$50 then, right?
Yeah, it's 50.
The chat's enjoying me. I'm trying to help you guys. I'm trying to.
I was gonna try to kick you, brother. Dude, I'm sick to my
Pesci.
stomach. I don't think you realize how angry I am right now. I am trying, folks. I am trying to fight that I am not angry as a motherfucker. You know what I mean? If I was in charge of something like this, I'd have been like, well, if she doesn't show, don't try to fucking just do shit on the whim like that. We're going to have to build that up or go on and make a statement and call it a night.
Chuck, do you know what today is?
No.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday, Big Murf.
Yeah,
today's your birthday, is it?
Yeah, it is my birthday.
Thank you.
And it's also May 4th. Are you? I know you're into Star Trek. Are you into Star Wars? Pesci, are you into Star Wars at all?
I was, but Disney ruined it. Star Wars is actually, I get very angry there.
Really?
Yeah.
You just have to take it for what it is. The first 3 movies, you have to look at that as its own thing.
Here, fuck it. Since we're not going to talk about it, I'll talk about this. I used to do a fucking thing called brutal breakdowns where I would watch certain movies and I would fucking break them down, but I'd break them down brutally. And one of the ones that I did really good at was Star Wars.
Really? Which is your favorite one?
Yeah. Oh, we're getting tomatoed.
Why is
What, they don't
everyone
want
so
what's his
upset
name?
with me?
I don't
I'm
think
gonna have
they
to get
want
rid of
fucking
Slytherin.
Chuck here.
What? I thought it was a $50
Sorry,
thing.
Chuck.
You're getting tomatoes. I'm trying to help.
So much for Slytherin. He was just trying to be a nice guy. I was going to have
Thanks,
him take
guys.
over. So Greeky says this is so fucking boring. I didn't know Glammy was not going to be here. What do you want me to do? I'm not coming tomorrow. Fuck that. That's what I said.
Jesus.
I can't do that 2 days in a row. I wouldn't do that to Keem if he wanted me, but dude, what does he want me to do? We came in
Could you
with a
imagine?
thought. There was fucking 4 or 5 things we're supposed to do with what's her name this morning. I'm told 1 minute, 3 minutes before she's gone. I would have just said shut
During
it
the
down at that
show.
point.
During the fucking show, can't get a hold of her. I don't know.
I wouldn't even have started. They said you got to go live no matter what.
Yeah, it is crazy. I hope she fucking... Honestly, she probably did just, like, oversleep. I mean, she had a long weekend. But, like, still, like... I mean, come on. Nothing? You're not up by now? It's fucking... You don't hear
No, if
those
she's
loud-ass
up by
birds
now,
that
they
are
probably
always
just
outside
told her
your
not to
window?
come.
Bro.
I don't know why people hate
That dude was
Slytherin so much. He's not that bad of a guy, is he?
No, I don't think Slytherin is. When he was on Cash as the intern for Melifer and Ken, Melifer was constantly fucking with him, misconstruing all of the things that he would say, and she was like, "Oh, so you're just a big fucking dork, you're a big loser." And she treated him bad. Fuck Melifer for that. Like,
Keem Spence says you need to be able to
she's
do
a
a show
fucking
without
bitch.
Glammy. I'm going to have to be fired.
Just need to be able to... Yeah, Keem's bad, thanks. I don't know.
He's
But-
boring and stims too much.
I thought it
some
was
people
funny.
are try.
Listen, I don't have anything bad against Chuck. He's a little fucking annoying sometimes in main chat. I'll give him that. But other than that, like, at
Someone
least you
said
can
to
talk to
openly
the
admit
guy.
your show depend on Glammy is wild. She was the face of the show. You think every
Yeah.
show works without certain people? No. I don't got no problem admitting that. When did I tell Glammy that I was the star? I said she was. I would tell her that behind stage all the time. Look, this is the reality. I fucking hate her for... I actually hate her now for that.
I mean, what can you do? We just gotta keep fucking... We gotta finish the show. Like, regardless of, like, her not being here, like, we still showed up, and we're still putting out for the people who are watching us, so... It is what it is. What up, Shifty with the 2? I woke up late. Where is our star chimp? Nowhere to be found. She is MIA. She is lost in action. She's down for the fucking count. Who knows? I honestly don't fucking know what to make of this.
Someone says try a group call, see if she answers. They blew her shit up.
Yeah. Oh, also shout out to Greeky for being here and being one of our beautiful mods. Thank you so much. And shout out to Kelly the fucking instigator, because, listen, she was working fucking hard. You want to talk about one of the hardest working people in the LCU? Doing it is fucking Kelly the instigator. She was in our chat modding all night Saturday. So thank you, Kelly the instigator. But once drunk Glammy showed up, she was fucking pissed, and she wanted nothing to do with it. And after, I think, like, around 2 or 3, Kelly, like, dipped out.
Someone said Q&A. Go ahead, ask a question. She may have overdosed on pure caffeine. No, if she woke up late, they would have just told her not to come to, make her value better. That's all. I just hope I
Chuck
see her
looked
by
like a
tomorrow.
computer generator. Yeah, I do hope
They'll
she's
use
okay,
Chuck
though.
again. Glammy is super glue that brings it together. Well, they have shows that sometimes they don't work if someone's gone. I said this the other day. Like, I answered everyone's question yesterday, and I sprinkled some truth on some shit. I was like, yeah, for whatchamacallit to work or do this, Murf's going to have to be there, and Glammy's going to have to make sure she's the center of attention.
Yeah. I don't think we've ever like came onto the show thinking that like Glammy is like useless. Like Glammy, the show is kind of based around Glammy. Like I'm not gonna lie, she's a very important part of this show. Listen, I don't think you guys will keep showing up if it's just me and Joe Pesci for 2 fucking hours. I think you guys would start dropping off after a while. I know Joe Pesci can talk nonstop, and for me it's a little bit harder, you know, but Joe Pesci is such a fucking strong force. And when Glammy's here,
where
you know,
is this narrative came that you were being fired? What I was trying to tell people was this, not that I'm being fired. When someone goes, oh, don't, they were like, Cash was doing good or whatever. I was the one saying, don't let it get to you, like, don't get big-headed or whatever, because I felt like nothing has happened yet. You know what I mean? So I said the narrative was they could move us Tuesday. Like how Big Murf got cut for a couple days. They might do that again to me or move or fake. They might say, look, there's viewers on Cash. We want to get more out of Glammy. We might have to move Pesci. That's all I said. I didn't say I was getting fired. Maybe it was wrong choice of words. I just said at any minute, I don't think I earned anything. I think you could be pulled in a grit.
Yeah.
And the question was, why did I not get fired over Big Murf? And that's what I said by that. I just said I earned that day not to get fired. Not like not get fired ever. It was just, if you were going to start cutting people and you look at the performances for last week, you knew who they were going after. I told her, you're in the bullseye. Did I not, Big Murf? I told Big Murf she was in the bullseye before it ever happened. I follow the words that I hear online. I follow what I see. It was obvious that was going to happen of some sort. It just happened on Saturday, and it was a bad day for her. That's why I didn't come in shocked. They're like, why does Pesci look like he's upset or this or that? Well, I knew there was thunder coming.
Thunder
SS says,
coming.
okay, bring Chuck back up.
Okay, bring Chuck back. God. Yeah.
Who said Glammy got the day off? Yeah, probably. I just said she has to figure it out by tomorrow. She lost her host role, but she's still an intern plus. She can pop in anytime she wants.
No, she got her host role back yesterday morning. She's a host again. She's red. She was typing in main chat. Keem gave it. One of the mods or Keem gave it back to her. She has her host role, so she's fine. She's not a fucking intern. Milford Girl says, I can't wait for Glammy's punishment. I mean, she can't read chat, so who knows what else she's gonna, like, fucking do. So you were saying you don't like the Star Wars films because of Disney? They fucked it up?
Grady said treat her so badly. I don't even treat her bad. I've always given her confidence. I've never yelled at her behind the scenes. I always say, look, that's it. I've never yelled at that girl. And she did some fuckery. That fuckery shit she did the other day, I wanted to ask her about it so bad today. So bad. Because I want to know, were you just saying that because you were on film, or was that a film thing? Because that was fucked. No one even knows what she did. People were confused when I was talking about it. Yeah, I know, it's very confusing. But that fuck shit she did, I was fucking so heated. I was like, I would have never did that. I would have just took the blame before I would have did that.
Someone says, Pesci, don't you think you're terrible to Glammy, to be honest? I don't think you're terrible to Glammy, to be honest. You've been one of the most kind towards her, in my honest opinion.
Glammy said the first day when I worked with her that she didn't, I gave her the option. I said, hey, Glammy, at the end of the show off air, I go, look, if you're uncomfortable with me being the host, I'll just step down. You know, if you're good enough at what you do, somehow you'll find yourself doing that again. I didn't want this girl to be uncomfortable. She goes, no, I want you here. And I'm like, you sure? And she said, yeah. And I said, all right. But then you start to learn she does fuckery. There's fuckery with her. BM,
Cynthia Beyer with 2 says, Big Murf, did you thank Glammy for streaming for 7 hours for you? Yeah, I did. I did thank her. And she did what she did. She did her shit. I can't say anything bad about Glammy streaming for over 7 hours. She did it. Regardless of how she started acting towards the end, once she got all those smeared off ices in her, she still showed up and fucking put out. There you go. There's nothing else. I said thank you.
Oh yeah, same here. I said there's concerns. I said there's concerns with her drinking because a lot of people like it. So I got to like it too, I guess. I'm not trying to be the, I just said, damn, it's not a red flag, but it's like, damn, they really wanted to see you get to the point where you got hieroglyphics on your face. Keem was doing the Pokemon talk. It was funny. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad he did it. I just said it's an interesting topic. For when you say someone's interesting when they're at their, I don't know, I say worse, but they're in their fucked up state. Does that mean when she's sober, we're screwed? I have so many questions. That's why I said it's not as easy as it looks at times. Yeah, I see that. Problem is when you let someone in, they don't. Cecilia says she dislikes drunks. Well, it's like if the audience is going to pay for her to get drunk, we're supposed to honor making money for the show. And when the boss gets involved, you got to respect, he was helping the show at that point. So I got to step back. When she starts to fall apart, I might say some fucked up things, but I mean, dude, that's just, she turns into a monster. She starts literally, the drink. She turns into the drink.
She turns into someone completely different. I fucking would hate to encounter her in like real life, honestly. Because if that's how she acts, fucking drunk, off of a liquor that's 4.5, like alcohol, mixed with
that's
some
wrong.
sugar.
That's wrong, B Slice. He doesn't want to fuck up our show if he tried to help us on Saturday. He's not trying to fuck up our show. We don't do anything to him like that. He was just, with Glammy, he was probably helping her out. They raised members to the show that night to bring Big Murf back. He helped, kind of get the fans going, donated some himself. I don't look at it like that. I would never put that on him.
Beach Vibe says you thanked her by shouting at her. Yeah, I did start shouting at her. Because then Keemstar was like, all right, Glammy, you still have to get to 500 members for you to get your host role back. He put that, finished the goal. And she sat there and she started saying, like, nobody's willing to, like, help me. But here's the thing. I offered to cut my fucking hair and to do other things along with her to help get those members. And they just weren't coming in. Because guess what? The viewers didn't want to help Glammy Lambie. And she started saying some crazy shit. And at that point, she wasn't herself. Sorry if I screamed at her. She wasn't a regular person after drinking all that alcohol. So
someone said, well, Glammy
sorry
isn't
if I
here,
yell
is
at
she?
her. Sorry if I'm vocal towards her. Sorry if I overspeak her. Because sometimes you have to with Glammy. Because if not, she keeps going. Crony says, why can't Pesci have a conversation every time Big Murf says something? He ignores it.
What did I ignore?
I'd ask you a question to try starting to talk about Star Wars again, and you started talking with chat.
Oh, I didn't hear the Star Wars question. We can't talk about Star Wars today. Oh, it is May 4th, but dude, if Keem came in here and heard me talking about Star Wars, he would probably shoot me with a fucking arrow.
I mean,
and I love Star Wars, but it'll get me going down a tunnel that people won't understand. I don't ignore shit. That's fucking crazy. Ask me anything, Big Murf. Go ahead. You can even ask me about
Star Wars.
Star
I'm on the fucking
Wars.
spot, bro.
Ask me anything. It could be about dark secrets. Ask me the most craziest thing you could ask me.
Were all of your felonies for selling weed?
Yes. Yeah.
Interesting. Were you were you a big pusher, or just like a small time dealer that just kept getting caught?
Well, see, when you rate people on the size of what kind of dealer there are, I always says it's kind of like sharks. You might say that's a very damn big shark, but there's usually a bigger one.
Yeah.
Here's the reality. I'm 42. Before they made that shit legal up here, I moved out of my house when I was 15 years old. My grandparents owned gas stations. I used to help run them. I used to sell cigarettes out of them, and then that turned into weed. Weed took care of me for multiple decades. So when I'm talking about being a hustler or whatever, that's talking from the heart. Like, I've been on the streets. I've done business with people like Glammy, idiots and idiots. Is that a good lifestyle? No. Unfortunately, it was one I chose. And with drugs, it's funny because once you go to prison, I didn't go to prison and start calling mommy and daddy. I knew that was the end of that. So once you get out of prison, you're in a world where you're a convict now. It's not really easy to just go out and get a job. They're like, oh, McDonald's is always hiring. No, at 25, when you get out of prison, McDonald's is not an option anymore. So what happens is, to a lot of us, we end up back in the game. We can't leave. We don't see a world without it. When they made weed legal, that took a part out of me. That's why it was almost crazy when I started streaming at the end of COVID. It was definitely something good to get my mind off of it. Because losing weed to me when they made everything legal, it was changing a life. Imagine doing something for decades. And I'm not saying just doing something. It took care of you. It paid you. It paid for your house. It gave me the car lot. And then it's gone because the government figured out a way that all that money you were making as a hustler, as a convict, they figured out a way to make that money instead. And they took it away.
100%.
And what they do by is they force the convicts now to where now they got to sell different shit to where they're going to do more time.
Yeah, it goes down to like the fucking war on drugs. Like, it's they're gonna do what they have to do to get people into the fucking pipeline for prisons. But I do think it's fucked up that they don't want to expunge these like marijuana crimes that people have done that are still serving time for. There are people out there who are doing almost life sentences for fucking a dime bag or two of weed being on them. And they get out of prison and they can't even join the industry that they went to prison for. If you have a felony, you can't work at a dispensary. And yeah, you are right, Pesci. You can't even work at a fucking McDonald's unless they're willing, it's a franchise and they're willing to like look past
I'm not.
it.
You can work at a McDonald's. I'm not going to at that point. I was in a fucking drug world. I'm going to go work at McDonald's, you fucking nuts. When I got released from prison, guess who was there to pick me up? 2 drug dealers. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was kind of hard. You get picked up from prison, you have nowhere to go. I knew the only way for me, once you get out of prison, the hourglass starts moving right away. Meaning you got to figure out how to live and all this. And if you don't have money saved, you're going to have to start making it. Yeah, you go out and get a job and do all that, but you're going to start from the bottom. Some guys that have made certain amounts of money like me, it's hard for them to go down that route. No, we want that money we know how to make right now. I was cool with being the weed guy at that point. Is it stupid? Sure. But I had to live with it because it was the path I chose. And then the government took it. And shit hasn't been the same since.
Well, what I'm saying is like, unfortunately, there aren't a lot of guys. There are guys who go back to that life because, they don't want to work at McDonald's. They don't want to work in a fucking garage because it's easier to get the money that way. And it's faster to get the money that way, too. I mean, you sell a whole pound, how much profit are you bringing back and how much money are you keeping? And it's obviously going to be more than working a weekend shift at a fucking factory, But, like, some of these guys get out and they don't have, like, they have to go to McDonald's. Or because no one's going to hire them, especially here in Michigan. Like,
for instance,
there are a lot of places that still don't want to hire fucking people who were convicted because of a small marijuana crime. They still drug test out here. Even though weed is legal recreationally, a lot of these guys can't even fucking piss clean.
Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to go to Michigan today, Big Murf. You just fucking reminded me. I'm about to get a call here and like fucking, I didn't even remember that. I'm going to Monroe. Monroe?
Oh, shit. I know exactly where you're going to be.
I'm only a couple hours away from you.
Oh, cool. Yeah, Monroe is like crazy because the whole town is filled with dispensaries because it's one of those border towns where it's easy to get to from like Indiana and Ohio. Back when I was working in a dispensary I worked in cannabis for a while out here. And I would get people from Ohio all the time coming up to fucking buy massive amounts of weed. There's these two young boys, and I knew exactly what they were doing. They'd hop up on a Greyhound, spend thousands of dollars at our store, weed, vapes, whatever you want, and they take it back down to Ohio.
How you doing, Greek girl? I heard you, Big Murf. They take it back down to Ohio. I was listening.
Ohio they take it back down and resell it.
Michigan would have been cool, but here was the problem. Before Ohio made it legal, I was running into problems that people were taking to drive to Michigan. Here's what's funny about weed smokers. I might have the best shit in town, but some people like to go to a store just because it's a store. They might even be going to go buy a lower grade. But the store, the aesthetics, like Slytherin said, the fucking lights, the glowing, the punch cards. Dude, it was like watching your life being taken away from you. Me talking about weed would be like the equivalent to someone talking about losing their parent. Like, I was silent. It was like watching someone get shot when they were fucking breaking down all the laws. Michigan was building all those places. I fucking couldn't believe it. I said, it's over. I mean, I was so depressed, but one of the things I would do was I would beat the depression. That's how you got to do it. You got to kill the feelings. Thank you for the 2, Shifty. Pesci, have you ever get any physical altercations during deals, any scams? I'm not really a fighter. I've been beat up a couple times. Usually if it's like altercations with deals, usually there was someone with me and they ended up taking care of it. I had no problem with saying I did the bodyguard hustling because after I got robbed a few times, you got to learn that you are a target. So it was time for me to bring the goons with me. So if you dealt with me, you were dealing with them. So usually when people wanted to give for me, I'd be like, you had to come to me. They're like, well, how do we know something's not going to happen to me? And I'd be like, well, you know me well enough that I got what you want. And if you want to do it, you're on my terms. Until I know I could trust you to a certain degree, and you have to learn that. Like, trust me, I got robbed a shitload of times before I had to learn that. Now, usually when I was robbed, to be fair, it was somebody owing me money more times than it was just someone taking something. It wasn't like, give me your shit. It would be like, hey, I'll give you $300 for something that costs $7. I'll owe you $4. That was a majority of the shit I got robbed at. Did I get robbed in person? Not as many times. Because what happened was after the first 2 times it happened, I'm like, me being a smaller guy, me not being the strongest guy, but I'm selling dope. It's time for me to meet some goons. And that's what the A-team was. Like before the PWO existed, I used to have what I called the A-team. Man, if you dealt business with me, you might see a guy. Don't worry about him. You're still dealing with me. That guy's just to make sure you're not crooked. And I'll know the day you're not crooked. Trust me. You know what I mean? Anybody can fuck somebody. but you know how much trust you could give somebody by the money you make with them. I learned that in the game. Someone comes up to you first day, says, I need 3 pounds of weed. You don't just say, yeah, I got it. First of all, you look at this guy, you may say the first time you deal with him, let's do a lower amount. See if he could be trusted. That way you protect yourself if you get robbed. So then the guy goes like this, how you look at it. Guy tells you he needs 3 elbows. You barely know him or whatever, but you know there's a chance you might want to do business with him. So you say, look, man, I can't get you to 3. I can get you 1. Let's work with that. As soon as he comes and I realize that he's good business and he buys the 1, I hit him with the line, I got the other 2. You're in now. Now, I'm always going to keep my eye on you. You know, there's certain trust I'm not going to give you, but that's one of the things I look at when I'm hustling. You got to do business with so many people you don't know at times in the hustler world. You need to figure out a way to deal with them to where when they do fuck you, you didn't get fucked. Like I always say, I used to travel in town with a fake wallet. Give me your shit, motherfucker. Here. 2 fake credit cards, a $10 bill, and a blah, blah, blah. What does every purse snatcher fucking want? The wallet. They don't, usually if you pull the wallet out right away, they don't go, where's the second wallet? Not that I carry 2 on me, but I'm the type of guy that they'd be like, hey man, give me that chain. And I'm pulling out of my pocket something fake to give you. You know what I mean? Here's my phone, man. Meanwhile, it's a fucking taser. Like I said, I'll show you something up here, but I got what you want down here. Someone said, sweet learning how to deal wasn't on the bingo card. Dude, what the fuck you want me to do? Just be quiet? If you're going to die, you might as well go out talking about something you like.
I mean, yeah, my cousin was dope, man. He was the weed seller. And I know he tried to be, and he wasn't good at it. I'll just tell you that. He don't sell dope no more.
I'm in now. That might be comment of the night.
Ho, ho, ho.
Green Giant. I'm in now.
That's crazy.
Tomorrow, I don't know what the fuck's going to happen. I'm going to make them fix it. I'm not going to do this to you guys every day. That's why when people are like, oh, you're always talking about leaving. No, sometimes I'm talking about leaving. I'm thinking about the fans. I'm like, dude, I'm not going to go up on an internet show and fucking just do nothing fuckery and get everyone all snapped. That's not how that shit works. You know what I mean? I'm not going to lie to them. So that's when I say shit like, I might have to back up or they're going to have to fix shit because I'm not going to fucking disrespect the people watching like that. They're like, oh, well, why would you do this or do that? That's, why give up? What do you mean give up? There's something that has to be done and fixed. It's not about me giving up. You know what I mean? If Santa doesn't have reindeer, there's no sled. If I just got a sled, what do you want me to do? Is this the Monroe guy? On the way. Dude, what's crazy is I almost forgot about that. Is our show almost over?
Well,
yeah. God.
Glad I fucking reminded you, bro.
Someone said, I am sad now. Did Glammy actually quit? No. What they were probably trying to do was, Glammy probably wasn't here today. I think the TTS is going off or they could just see it. Someone says a true businessman never gets pH. What is that?
Never gets puked?
Puked? They'll only lose potential partner? What does that mean?
I have no idea.
I think what happened with Glammy is you pull Glammy, you show people how hard it is to do the show without her, and then you insert it. But here's the thing. I already knew that. I said that to Josh and everything like that. I didn't say this was Joe Pesci's show, friends. You know what I mean? I talk about a lot of stuff that's not LCU oriented, so I could never do a solo show on a daily basis because I'd run out of shit to talk about. I go to work. I watch a few shows. You know what I mean? I talk to people on the docket and stuff. But it would hard for me to be fucking beating shit all day.
Crazy time. Hopefully she'll be back tomorrow.
Redirection.
I have a feeling she might. So.
Oh, true
It is what it
businessman never
is.
gets fucked. Oh, okay. True. True.
Well, we fucked that up, Pesci. Two of us together couldn't figure out that was supposed to be fucked.
I don't know why those. I'm gonna have to go in and find out where the banned words are. Some people said they've been having trouble typing in words.
Yeah,
Maybe
I know
that's
there's
YouTube
a lot
now.
of different words that are banned. Yeah.
I made sure Glammy didn't like put anyone on the ban list. I didn't see nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah. Well, it's 8 a.m., guys. We're gonna send you over to cafe, I think, and I hope you guys all have a